Salvation Army of Central Oklahoma is working with local companies and residents to help pay utility bills. Last month, Oklahoma Gas and Electric announced it would resume its policy of disconnecting customers who don't pay their bills. The company had suspended that practice at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Company officials estimate that around 25,000 customers have not paid their bills for reasons related to COVID-19. While OG&E is working with customers who are behind on their bills, organizations like the Salvation Army are also available to help customers pay their utility bills. I'm joined now by Dee Watts and Nathan Emery with the Salvation Army to talk more about the organization's utility assistance program. Nathan, Dee, thank you for joining us. So first of all, who is eligible to receive assistance from this program?
Those that live in Oklahoma County, they would have a gas, water, electric, propane, or if they would need actual firewood.
Okay. How do people apply for this program?
Most times, because the Salvation Army is known for everything, they would call our office, tell us what their need is, and then we have someone call back, explain to them what we need in order to provide that utility assistance, make that appointment, and then they come in.
Okay. So do people need to bring any kind of a certain document, per se, a utility bill, or what do they need to bring in?
Every program has a little bit different guidelines, but that utility bill, the picture ID, proof of income or lack of income.
So how does the Salvation Army determine how much assistance a particular household needs?
What we have is we have partnerships with OG&E, with Public Service Company, PSO, and then with
the gas and the water company.
Oklahoma Natural Gas and Water Company as well. So some of it's determined by what they feel is reasonable to help with, but in terms of the amounts, how do we determine that?
Normally what's going to happen is that if we can assist on that utility bill, whatever that current month's bill is going to be, and whatever it's going to take in order to keep that utility service on.
Do you guys provide payment directly to the household for them to pay their bill, or do you go ahead and pay the utility provider?
We pay the utility provider. We collect all the information, state what amount. We let the guest or the client know what we're going to pay. We notify the utility company and send in that payment. The client never has to do any of that. Once they have come, brought their documentation, prove what that need is, then we take it from there.
So how does the Salvation Army fund this program?
This program is funded in several ways. First of all, it's really the generosity of both the utility companies and the utility company customers.
Right.
We have 3 programs. We have Lend a Hand, I'll throw these down, Light a Life, and Share the Warmth. All those 3 programs which are run by OG&E, by ONG, and by PSO. That's just money that they've contributed through their foundations to us, and then also money that comes from customer contributions.
Right, when they round up, and that money is set aside for us to be able to spend to help.
So that's one way that we would really want people to know that any way that they're paying their utility bill, there's always some sort of way on the end of the bill or even online where they can check to support the Salvation Army in our program. And so that's where the money comes. We also have an annual fundraiser Tuesday from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that is our Home Energy Aid. It's a Home Energy Aid month, which is
July.
The month of July, and the state recognizes it. And it's just a 1 month effort to kind of focus on the need of utility assistance and to do a fundraiser. We're selling tickets right now that are $8 a piece, where people can drive through and get a meal and support what we do. So it's just people's generosity, and it's amazing how I love how the companies work with us and the customers really drive this program.
Okay. So about that fundraiser, you said that tickets are $8, that it'll be from 11 to 1, and you'll be serving food there, of course. Where will that fundraiser actually be at?
It will be right here in Area Command, 1001 North Penn, and from 11:30 to 1. And because of COVID, we're doing it a little bit different this year. Whereas we would invite people in last year, this year we're doing a drive-through. A person gets, I'm reading here, it's going to have a burger, a chips, cookie, and drink for $8, and that money goes directly to support utility assistance. So how many requests for assistance has the Salvation Army had during the pandemic?
We've had well over 600 just for utility assistance alone.
Okay. Do you have any figures about how much you've actually, how much assistance you've actually given out?
You mean a dollar amount?
Yeah.
Is it, okay. We would probably, just a ballpark figure easily, would be well over $50,000.
And in the near future, does the Salvation Army plan to offer assistance to people who need help paying like rent or any kind of a housing issue?
Yes, indeed. We are slated to help with rent. Basically, what I like to look at it as is kind of the paradigm is we're helping people that are at risk of homelessness. What we really want to do is engage in homelessness prevention, and that's what it's all about. The cost of helping a person from homelessness from the streets to stable housing is a lot more expensive than paying a $300 utility bill. The one cost, the homelessness cost, is about $9,000 per person, whereas we're helping people in keeping their housing is for $300. And so our focus is really, always has been, but really is looking at really homelessness prevention and keeping people in stable housing, keeping them home, and keeping them housed. And so that's kind of the emphasis of it.
According to OG&E, more than 6,000 customers per month contribute to the Utility Assistance Partnership with the Salvation Army. OG&E is also working with its customers to help pay the bill through installment plans or the average monthly billing plan. The plan calculates a monthly bill based on a customer's average usage over a year. Thanks for joining us, and for the Oklahoman, I'm Jordan Green.